Hey, what is going on, guys? This is SMEB Reviews, and it's time to look at the third album by Fifth Harmony, self-titled. Let's get to it. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't listen to much Fifth Harmony. I've obviously heard Work From Home, but never really cared about the music style. They're not like the worst band I've ever heard, but I don't understand them. I mean, their name is Fifth Harmony. You'd think there'd be like harmonies. But half the time, at least in this album, it's one of them singing, and then maybe a second one will come in to harmonize. But I never hear all five of them, or four of them now, sorry, trying to harmonize, and that's just weird to start. I don't understand. I don't understand their music style, and I need to look up live videos because I just don't know what the rest would be doing. They're just gonna be walking around because they don't play instruments. So I just would be interested to know what they're doing. But this album is kind of what I expected from Fifth Harmony. It's just some basic pop songs, nothing revolutionary. It's pretty... Actually, some of it's pretty outdated, really. I mean, a lot of it kind of sounds like 2010, early 2010 music, not current music, which, I mean, it's okay, but for people who are just trying to be pop stars, like, they are not going for artistic integrity. They're not trying to make any kind of statements. They're just pop stars, and that's fine, but when you do that, you have to kind of be up to date with what people are interested in pop, and really it just sounds outdated half the time. There's no good hooks in this album. There is no good music, no good lyrics. I mean, it's just not a very good album, and that's simply because there's just not much depth to the band. They are just pop stars, but even then, I don't think any of the four of them have unique, interesting voices. I mean, they're not the worst voices I've ever heard, but they're not that great, and they don't harmonize. I mean, for Fifth Harmony, you'd think there'd be harmonies. There's not very many, and when they are, they're just fine harmonies of just one or two, or I mean, like two or three of them at most. I don't think I really ever noticed all four of them singing in any of the songs. It's just a very weak, bland pop album. I mean, the run length of this album is about 30 minutes. And that's really short. I mean, I know that that's kind of common for really basic pop albums, but just 30 minutes, guys? I mean, 40 minutes is a little more average, 45, but 30 minutes is really short. And on top of that, they're trying to have swagger and trying to have, we're awesome and we're these big pop stars. But really, they come out full of themselves. And there is a place for that, like, I'm the man kind of music. But the music is so weak behind it. It's not like get yourself excited, pump up music. It doesn't work for what they're trying to do. The type of words that are coming in with the music don't work. The words try to convey swagger and being all, I'm not macho, but you get what I mean, like trying to have this big personality and how great they are. But the music is very minimalistic, and none of it's like get yourself excited music. It's just, well, pop music. And you can just tell that this album wasn't going to do well when their lead single, Down, hardly made an impact on the charts, and it really just sounded like a copy of Work From Home. I mean, it really does. It's very similar musically, obviously. It's a little different, but it's very similar. So you knew that this album was going to be bad just from that. It's so weak. This whole album is just a weak album. I mean, the second single, Angel, awful. He Like That. Again, a kind of swaggery kind of song, but it's so dumb. That is probably one of the worst songs. And then you get a song like Bridges. And honestly, Bridges musically, I kind of like. It is one of those that kind of sounds a little early 2010s, but I do actually like it musically and lyrically. Not lyrically, vocally. They actually sounded like decent vocalists in this song. It sounds like something that a band called Fifth Harmony would make. Harmonies, beautiful melodies, not like quick, not rap, but quicker lines. You'd think they'd kind of do runs with their voice, and they don't very often. But Bridges, I have such a problem with this because, one, nobody comes to Fifth Harmony looking for a political statement, and that's what this song is. it's fine. I encourage people using their First Amendment. I mean, that's what you're allowed to say whatever you want. But no one's coming to Fifth Harmony for political statements. And also the part that I'm talking about, the political part, is build bridges, not walls. Which, your political statements are fine, and whether you agree or disagree, that's also fine. But I'm saying that is a very overused line in the era that we are currently in the Trump presidency era. And I know that, yes, it can be, it's seen as true, and that's fine. I just think that they could have come up with something so much more creative to demonstrate the point that they're trying to make, as in love each other in this time, and I think, even lyrically, it's not awful, it's just, they're trying to make a political statement, which is not, I don't think that's what Fifth Harmony should do. And it's just not really it's a very generic political statement. It's not really a statement, it's just what everyone else is saying. So that's my main problem with that song. It's all bland pop music, and it has its place, but I think there's so many better bland pop artists than them. The only song that I actually find enjoyable is Don't Say You Love Me. It's got guitar in it, and their voices match the song, and it matches what you think they would do. There is nice vocal melodies. Lyrically, it's fine. It's a decent pop song. It's probably the best song on here. And I actually enjoy that one alright. That's probably the one that I can really say, yeah, this one's pretty good. Deliver is okay. It's not the best, but I do actually enjoy Don't Say That You Love Me. That one is a pretty decent pop song. So now we come to the rating, which I know what I want to give it. And I'm even being a little generous. If this was certain bands, this would be a much higher, a much lower number. But it's Fifth Harmony. No one expected much from Fifth Harmony. Work from home, it wasn't that great in general. And the content's still bad, but they're just trying to make generic pop music. And it's generic pop music. Bad generic pop music, but I guess they're doing what they were trying to do. They're succeeding. So I am going to end up giving this album a 3 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really trying to work harder. I know I had a 2-week break, but I got the Taylor Swift single review up. I've got this one that's coming up, and I've got hopefully a couple more albums that I can look at. And then once September hits, I'm going to be hit. So hopefully I can get every album that you guys are interested in seeing. But if there's any that you are particularly interested in, anytime this fall/winter, just let me know, because I will try to give that one priority over some others. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.